All right, Gene. Are you ready to be counted in?
I'm ready.
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Yeah.
Where my mom's at? Podcast with Christina P.
Hi, dudes. OMG. I know you guys. I've been gone for 2 whole weeks. I'm going to tell you all about it. It's been, you guys know, if you're a parent listening to this, like, it feels like once a month or so, or every 2 months, the shit hits the fan with small kids. And man, it's just like waves of sickness. And I got super sick, so I didn't record for the last 2 weeks. So apologies, but I am back. I am high on Sudafed. Apparently, if you buy the behind the counter stuff, that's what people make meth out of. And let me tell you, it's been a fun week. I've been so productive. I've lost 3 pounds, and I got through Halloween high on meth, basically. I'm gonna be bummed when this cold is over because it's been really productive. But first, let's do some business. Last year I came out as polyamorous, and then this year I came out as bisexual. And I announced on Your Mom's House that I'm recording my next stand-up special for Netflix, and I am so stoked. Both my shows sold out within, minutes, basically. So I've added a third show. If you want to come see me do a warm-up for my special taping, I'm going to do a warm-up show the night before, January 21st in New York City at the same exact venue. It's going to be pretty much the same thing, and you guys can see my hour as it will be recorded on Netflix. And there's just a handful of tickets left. So go to ChristinaPOnline.com for that. Okay, next, moving right along. What'd you move my dates? I need those. November 19th through 20th, we're going to do Atlanta, Georgia at the Punchline, and then Salt Lake City, November 26th through 28th, San Antonio, December 9, 10, 11, Posture, Orlando, Florida, December 16th through 18th, and then that's it. And then, oh my God, no, then Orlando, I said Orlando, and then I'm filming my special. I can't believe it. It's come so fast and also so long, because I was slated to record this hour just as the pandemic hit. Literally, I was ramping up and the countdown was on, and then the world shut down. But I'm really grateful because it gave me a year alone, home with my kids, and not alone, but it gave us all a different perspective on life. And so I think it made my jokes a lot deeper and richer and better. Now,
Hell yeah, dude.
oh, thank you. That was so weird. You were just in my ear. You were like, hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
You're so creepy. You sound so creepy.
I try to be.
I know. So today, this comes out on November 8th, and today is my 13th wedding anniversary with my Gene, Tom Segura. We've been together, married 13 years, total 17 years, and it feels like 47. I don't know why it's only 13 years, but so we're going to celebrate today. We don't have a ton of time, but I arranged for something special for him, which involves eating, which just means we're going to go eat.
Ooh.
We just like to eat and drink and lay around.
What kind of eating? Is it going to be like someone brings some olives, like a grapevine onto him, and
No,
he just gets to lie down? And
no, it's just sushi. We're going to go eat some fancy sushers, which he loves, and I love that too. It's so fun. So I tell you what happened the last 2 weeks, man. What the fuck? It's like, so I got a 3-year-old, I have a 5-year-old boy, 2 boys, right? 3 and 5. And the 3-year-old is building his immune system because he didn't have one made because of the pandemic, because we lived in California, everything was shut down. So now poor Julian is getting every single cold, every single virus, every single thing. It's like every other day, this poor kid has a fever, is sniffling, is coughing, and then he's got this thing where every cough turns into viral asthma. So then it's like
viral asthma?
Don't even ask me. And like, he's had it since he was a baby. And I didn't even fucking understand. Like, when a doctor tells you something, asthma. You're like, well, what does this mean? Does it mean that he can't run ever? Like, is he not going to be in sports? Is he going to be weird? He's going to be that sickly kid with the inhaler that you grew up with. You know, there's always that kid like in the 80s growing up, like the one kid in the class had asthma and he was like the weakling and he's going to get made fun of. And so what it is I finally understand it, is that just when they get a cold, it turns into asthma because their airways get restricted. And so, you know, it's scary because your baby can't breathe. So you're like, oh my God, is he, you know, it's always like, so last month he had croup and that was terrifying. I had to wait for the steroids to kick in, and now it's viral asthma, and you know, he is albuterol and all this shit. I know, it's like, it's the fucking worst. And of course it only happens when Tom's out of town for an extended period of time. So I'm alone with 2 kids and I'm sick. And then the baby's sick, and then it's Halloween. So we're like, but I wasn't going to let no fucking sickness take me down. Let me tell you something. I crushed Halloween. I crushed the shit out of Halloween. So at the school, you know, the school is very involved. This generation of parents are super involved in their children's school lives. Like, I don't recall a time, like not one time, where anybody, my mom or my dad, like participated in a school function. For instance, hey, we have snack duty. Which one of you parents are going to bring snacks for Friday book club snack duty? You can bring a healthy snack. Like, none of this shit. And then you have to, like, you get the fucking email, and then you have to sign up for snack duty. So there's that. And then there was, you know, so there's this thing called trunk or treat. Trunk or treat. Can you go ahead and Google this, Nadav? Have you ever heard of trunk or treat, first of all, as an adult?
Not in LA.
No. No, I know. So just Google image search trunk or treat. So I get this email from the school, and I feel like they email me like, you know, every day it's like something else and something new. And they're like, do you want to do trunk or treat? Now, I'm down for Halloween. We all know I'm goth on the inside. I fucking, you know, let's leave it on the Charlie Brown one. Leave it there. I like that. You know me, guys. I'm ride or die when it comes to Halloween. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'll do trunk or treat, assuming that all the parents decorate their trunks like this. And that's what you do. Like, all the parents will do that, because I've never done this stuff before. Right. So I'm thinking like easy peasy lemon squeezy. I like the Charlie Brown setup. It's 80s. I'm 80s. I bought all this crap on, you know, orientaltradingcompany.com or whatever.
On what?
It's called Oriental Trading Company. I swear to God.
No, that site's the shit. I know what that is. Yeah. You got all the good shit there.
I know,
it's like all little trinkets and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
How can they call
What?
it? How do they still call it that? Isn't that considered not cool anymore?
Yeah, aren't you not allowed to use that word?
Wait, Annie, how do you know about Oriental Trading? Look, there's some Hanukkah stuff. We got to get that for you, Nadav. Look.
Sick.
Well, this is like mom's secret, the Oriental Trading Company. They got all this shit, and then they just send it to you. So I basically looked up the Charlie Brown motif, and you can just Google, like, you put in trunk or treat, an Oriental Trading Company, and then it just, you know, right, dude, right. Like, put in trunk or treat, and just like it does all the work for you. So like if you're super lazy, you're just like, yeah. So there you go. So I just bought like the ready-made shit. I'm such an asshole. And so,
which one what theme did you go
I did Charlie
with?
Brown. I did Charlie Brown, 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Charlie Brown. I love that, you know, it's such easy.
Oh my God, this is like this is like because of COVID, right? Like they didn't have trunk or treat before, did they?
I don't know. I think it is for COVID, because this way, like, and also you know where your candy's coming from. If you're a nervous parent about trick or treating, you just like, you know, you do this so this way you know who's giving what to your kid. So I assumed everybody at school would be doing this, and that just hundreds of trunk or treats. And of course I went hard, and I got my Cruella costume back in August because I fell in love with the new movie. So here's how I dressed up for trunk or treat. You'll notice that I got an authentic Cruella jacket.
Authentic?
Yeah, that's okay. So there are many costumes for Cruella. This one's like the cool one. And then I even bought that sequin top special on Express. And I went hard and I got that nice Amazon wig. So I dressed up and put on fake eyelashes. Like I was convinced that everybody at school would be as hardcore as I am. Well, we show up for trunk or treat, and guess what? Not everybody does the trunk or treat. It's only like a handful of people that do it, and then you're hosting. But I took Annie's advice because he's good at trick or treating too, and he's like, get full size candy bars.
Oh yeah, baby, the full size candy bars. And the, what was it? I got the sticky hands.
Yo.
The ring pops.
Yes.
What type of full-size candy bars you get? You get them a bunch of Twix, just random ones?
No, bro. I got like, I just got the mix-up. So it comes with like full-size Snickers, full-size M&M packs. It was like on Amazon. You get the full size. I know, and like it's not that much more to just get them freaking full size.
No, it's like $1, and the kids are like, oh my God, you're Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, I saw God today.
Yeah. They go
to me.
ballistic. So here's the deal. I did my trunk or treat. I set it up as peanuts, whatever. And I didn't know it was a contest even. There's a contest. So you have to register for the contest. And, you know, I'm like, come on, kids, let's go look at the competition, right? And Ellis is very competitive. And he's like, Mom, are we going to win? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, I'm not playing to win. Like, I didn't come to play to win yet. I didn't know this was a contest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this first year for me is just going to be like, let's figure it out. So anyway, I'm walking around in this full Cruella costume. It's like 90 degrees in Texas, melting. I'm looking around. I'm noticing none of the parents are dressed up.
Not even a little?
There's a few, but like they went normal. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm a unicorn. And the tired mom just puts on like a unicorn onesie, which is what I should have done because I was exhausted and sick and on Sudafed. I should have just been like, I'm not, but I'm crazy. And I love Cruella and I love Halloween. So yeah, the only person dressed up like me was the principal. Everyone else was like, how much time do you have at home? I'm like, I don't. I really didn't have the time. So
you're just a better mom than them. Whoops.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, I'm better than you.
Not even.
Might be.
But I felt actually really like, oh my God, am I a worse mom? Because does this mean I'm super narcissistic? That I like, you know, I actually felt more guilty. Like, oh God, am I like that cool mom? You know, like in Mean Girls, who's like, I'm going to go out of my way. I'm like, oh no, I didn't know. I thought everybody would do this, you know?
Wait, like you thought because you had enough time to put a sick costume together that makes you like a
narcissist.
Mom?
Yeah. Like am I like being yeah, I don't know.
It's weird how much I relate to you, bro.
Oh, really?
Because I'm the same. I did the you know the what's it called, the decorations for my house.
Yeah.
And I felt the same because I was getting so happy that the kids liked my decorations, and I'm like, wait, but this isn't about me. This is about the kids. Am I making Halloween about me?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Totally.
But then I was like, you know what? No, because I let my children pick their own costumes. And, well, except for Julian, he's only 3. He wants to be a car. So he was Lightning McQueen. Ellis was Pac-Man. You know, when we got him the Pac-Man costume, like he looked dope. But yeah, I was like, am I making exactly? But then I was like, you know what? No, because all the kids saw me and were like, Cruella. So I know that it was cool. Because I remember when I was little, I really appreciated when adults participated in kid things. It was like a hope that when I grew up, I wouldn't be lame, you know?
Hell yeah.
Right? Because I tell my boys, like, look, Halloween is for children. But, you know, when you grow up, you can still be fun. You don't have to be like depressing. Oh, Apostrophe. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know where these people, I wish these people were around when I was in high school and I was suffering from acne, because Apostrophe connects you with a board-certified dermatologist who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. Simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, then snap a few selfies and your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. I have a special deal for you. Save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/WMMA when you use our code WMMA. This code is only available to my listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/WMMA and click begin visit. Then use our code WMMA at sign up and you'll get your first visit for only $5. That's apostrophe.com/WMMA and use that code WMMA to get your dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And we thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast. Ooh, Fight Camp. I love Fight Camp because it pushes my body to its limits during every workout. There are thousands of classes with new workouts added each week. You'll always find something new. Use filters to explore different workout styles, lengths, trainers, difficulty levels, and more. You will never get bored. I assure you. And these workouts are quick. I know, moms listening, we don't have much time, but you can do high efficiency, high intensity interval training in as little as just 20 minutes. You can get a full body workout. It's absolutely fantastic. You can even do a family workout. Now is the best time to get your Fight Camp. Take advantage of their holiday deal going on now. If you purchase this November, you'll get an additional pair of gloves for free. Just go to joinfightcamp.com/moms to get an additional pair of gloves for free all November. Go to joinfightcamp.com/moms. joinfightcamp.com/moms. So we're walking around and we're sniffing out the competition. And I'm seeing like the Scooby-Doo trunk or treat. I'm like, that's kind of dope. But I know that, the parents are really voting. It's not the kids that are voting, it's the parents. And I'm like, Scooby-Doo, that's kind of dope. That might get a few hits. There's like, such a fucking asshole. I know. And then there's one that was like a golf, like you have to putt to get candy. And I'm like, kids don't give a fuck about golf. That's for parents too, And then like another one was like, just like fall, whatever. And then so there were two. Oh, and then there was one where this parent rigged a spider. It was rad. Like you come pet the spider and then, he works like a lever where the spider jumps at the kid. That's dope. I was like, ooh, that's going to be good. And then Candyland. Fucking Candyland. It was a 2-car series. So 2 moms got together and they did a full Candyland, and then they're like, hey, come to the candy shoot, and they created like a tube. It was so good.
What?
Those cheating bastards.
Hold on, they combined 2 cars?
Yes.
That's cheating.
No, it's not.
That's cheating.
No,
you
it's
can't
not.
put 2 people in one race car
can't do that.
and say they both got first.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, they did. They did.
What are we going to do about this?
Well,
wreck their cars?
Yeah. Because when I pulled up for trunk or treat, they're like, you have to park where there's an O and not an X. And I was going to go park at one place. And one mom's like, oh, sorry, I'm holding this for my partner. And I was like, what? You can do that? So I knew, I had no idea I was being bamboozled. I walked into a trunk or treat contest. I didn't even know it. I just came there for the fun. Okay. But now I'm ready to party. So here's the deal, man. I walked past this one, number 3, and it was the Dia de los Muertos one.
You remember the number.
Of course I do. It was fucking Dia de los Muertos. And it wasn't like the Coco version. It was real. Like this, goddamn, it was so good. I was so mad because I was like, you fuckers actually care. Like I was so mad that they were really competing and I didn't even have that in. Okay. It was amazing. So it was like many tiers. So this guy had like built something in the trunk that was layered. And then he had the candles and the ofrenda.
God damn.
The ofrenda. Yeah. And it was pictures of his family. His dead family members. I know. And at that moment, I was like, number 3, you won. I freaking knew you won, Dia de los Muertos.
Target acquired for next year, right?
Well,
Gonna egg the shit out of them, right?
No, I go opposite.
TP?
No. Okay, so do you want to know who won?
Uh-huh.
One.
One. You know how to say it.
I don't. I
You
say
do.
Juan.
No, you don't.
I say Juan. Okay, so here's who won. It was, okay, Candyland came in second. We knew that was going to happen.
Wait, both Candylands shared second?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Candyland ladies. They're nice. They're like my favorite moms, actually, who did Candyland. They're rad. They're really nice. And number 3 won first place. Fucking Dia de los Muertos. And you know why? Because it had heart. It had uniqueness. It had cultural relevance. It was everything.
God
so now I'm coming back next year with a goddamn vengeance. You want showbiz? I got fucking showbiz. Huh? You want heart? I got heart, bitches. Like, I pulled out of there and Ellis was like, Mom, are we going to win next year? And I was like, you bet your ass we're going to win next year. I'm already planning. I know what I'm going to fucking do, bro. I'm going to rent a VW bus. So that shit opens. Yo. Yeah. See, Annie knows. Annie, you're going to help me with this,
I was
right?
about to say, please call me up. Let's tag team this shit. We're going to fuck up all these moms.
Yeah, dude.
All these dads.
Dude.
Forget all that.
Yeah, dude.
This is our fucking year.
Yeah.
It's our year, baby.
Our year. And I was thinking having like the doors open, like you have to knock, or there's a special knock, doors open, and then there's like strobe lights, a smoke machine. I want music.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I want
call me, please.
Yeah, we'll think of the theme.
Hungarian Halloween. Hungarian Nightmare.
Eastern European visions. Don't say that in front of Olga. She's from the Eastern Bloc. She's very sensitive. You're in America now. It's okay. You're safe. Shh. But here's the deal, man. And like, I'm not a spoiled sport, but here's the truth of it, okay? Every kid that came to the Charlie Brown trunk or treat was like, this is the best one. This is the best one. Why? Full-size candy bars.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Now, if the kids had voted and not the parents, I have a feeling Charlie Brown... Well, I called it 101 Charlie Browns because I was dressed like Cruella. 101 Charlie Browns would have won. Okay? Because if we're going by candy, I won the candy challenge. I'm just saying, the quality of full size, you can't compete. You know what I'm saying?
There's no telling what will be the meme like around this time next year, but this year, I think what would have easily won would have been Squid Game.
Oh,
if Squid Game,
you're right.
That would have been it.
You know your audience because it's the parents you're appealing to. It's the parents.
And it's all kid games too. You make them do red light, green light. Like that shit applies to both.
I wanted to do that for my house. I didn't have the time. That's why I'm like, well, my house sucks. I tried.
No, your house was amazing.
I tried.
Your house was so good. You had lighting concept. You had blow up things in the front. I saw that.
Stop,
I saw your stuff.
I'm gonna cry. Stop, please.
And you guys don't know this about Annie. I hope I'm not embarrassing you too much, but
you are a little bit.
It was adorable. He, in advance, I'm talking weeks in advance, had made baggies for the neighborhood kids. Oh, look, there's his house, dude. Are we supposed to show this? I don't think this is a good idea.
He posted it.
But I don't want people knowing where you live. Look at that. That looks rad. Is your front door open?
Yeah, my front door's open.
It looks great. Congratulations.
Thank
this
you.
looks so dope.
Yeah, I thought it was bad and it wasn't good enough, but they were saying that some kids were too scared to like come to the house the next morning.
That's right.
So I'm like, oh shit, I actually did a good job.
You did a good. So these are the bags I'm referring to. Annie lovingly packed these bags, these gold bags for these kids. And what's in the bags? Like toys and.
So I got what was it? It was full size candy bars. I got ring pops. I put bouncy balls. Basically, I thought about all the things that my mom didn't want me to have as a kid.
Yeah.
And I just put all of those things in there. So the sticky hands, slime. You gave me that. You told me the slime.
Oh, they love slime.
So you
oh my
gave me
God.
that one.
Can I tell you what the lamest person did? I'm not going to. Okay, what's worse than fucking raisins? Giving out raisins to kids?
Like plums and shit? Like tangerines?
No. Books. This bitch gave out books to kids. I'm like, come. Have some fun.
Banned. Yeah, you're not allowed back next year. You're dismissed for a year. Come back when you have better ideas than books.
Books.
Like kid books?
Yeah, of course. No, adult books. Self-help books. I'm okay. You're okay. You all right?
Coddling of the teenage mom.
Yeah. It's trauma of the gifted child. No. It was like books. And my kids were like, thanks. Okay. I'm like, say thank you. So that was Halloween part 1, was trunk or treat. And it was a huge success. And then the next day was actual Halloween. And my kids have never gone real trick or treating because of COVID and everything. And I was like, I don't give a fuck if I have to like wheel myself down the streets. We're doing this. So we went trick or treating, and it was so lovely. With the Austinites are so sweet, and it's like these idyllic 1950s neighborhoods. It was like the Valley in the 80s. It was so cool, and people, did different themes. Like one lady did like baby shark theme, and you could come into her garage and she'd decorate. I love it. I love these holidays. I'm not, and I think it's just a chance for me to relive all the stuff I never got to do as a kid, and now you get to redo it. You get to redo, right, Annie? Like I imagine that's part of why you're doing this.
Totally. I definitely did this for the kid in me, which I guess is kind of part of why I shouldn't feel bad about it. Because sure, it's for me, but it's for the younger version of me that doesn't really get to come out these days.
Yeah, because you and I are really like, you remember what sucked as a kid so bad. Like, oh my God, Ellis got to eat his first pixie stick.
Oh my God.
I know, and I have a video of it. I was like, you're going to love this one, bro. It's just like mainlining sugar. I'm like, oh, this one's so good. Like just watching my kids try for the very first time, like they don't know what a Reese cup is. Like this is the first time. I know they've had Reese cups, but I'm trying to think of like bottle caps or
You mean a Reese's peanut butter cup?
Reese cups.
A Reese's peanut butter cup?
Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh, Reese's Pieces. That's what he had never had before. And he was like, what's this? And like just watching their fucking brains explode from sugar. I loved it. It was so, and everybody felt so sick at the end of the night, but my goodness, what a fun
Hell
time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And I'm not one of these moms that's like, give it back. I'm like, no, make yourself sick. That's what it is. You got to learn how to make yourself sick.
That is true. I think that's one of the best lessons that a kid could have.
Yeah.
Metaphorically make them stick the, fork in the outlet. It's let them know why you shouldn't do that.
They're going to learn the lesson way better if they're like, I don't feel good. I'm like, I told you.
Yeah.
Now you're not going to do that again.
I remember vividly the first time I got sick off of Reese's peanut butter cups. The 4th grade end of the year party. I'm like, oh, mom's not around to tell me that I can only have 3.
Right.
Know? So I'm just in the corner, just shoving all these Reese's cups in my mouth.
Those are fast, dude.
And then it's just like, ooh, Nadav, the 10-year-old, needs to go lie down for a while.
Did you barf or you just laid down?
I was extremely nauseous for the rest of the day. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why you don't have the entire bag of Reese's peanut butter.
I know. And like, I imagine the antidote to that is eating something good. I like cheese and crackers or something. So I'm not sure how to solve sugar sickness.
Oh no, you just gotta ride it out. Like it's like because it's like a crazy taste.
Ride
in your
the wave.
Mouth. Yeah, you just taste metal for a while. You're like, oh, this is something's wrong.
I know, it's so funny because when I was a kid, I do not remember my parents limiting my candy intake at all. I'm saying like I got that bag from the neighborhood. Like I would take a fucking your pillowcase around the neighborhood in the valley, and I would just collect and then dump that stuff out, and then I would just eat it that night, most of it. The next morning, wake up, eat more of it. I'm like, nobody regulated my candy intake.
Yeah, that's funny. I heard you say. I heard you say like, "Oh, give it back." I thought you meant like when they took the candy from the house or something. I'm like, what do you? Once it's mine, oh, that's mine, homie. You ain't telling me to put shit back.
But you can't just leave a bag of candy with a 6 and a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, because
they did with us.
Right, they did with us. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we're here.
Yeah, I remember secretly eating in my closet Halloween candy at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday, just like meh. Right? Didn't you do that too?
No, I didn't do that one.
Oh,
I think that one's just you.
Oh,
secretly eating.
Yeah, just like I would keep the bag in my closet and then just eat out of it until it was all gone. And you'd eat the good stuff first, right? You go the Snickers, the Reese cup, the fucking Smarties, the Pixie sticks.
You'd have nothing but Tootsie Rolls
Fuck
afterwards.
Tootsie Rolls,
Fuck
dude.
Tootsie. What the hell is
Fucking hate that.
What is a Tootsie?
It's nasty as shit. Is it like, and then, no. The grossest are the variants of the Tootsie. It's like the lime Tootsie Roll. Did you ever have that?
The worst.
Who the fuck is giving these to kids? Stop.
My least favorite was Runts. I fucking hate Runts.
Wait,
Runts
those are
were the
fake
worst.
nerds, right? No, Runts are
Runts
like,
are the hard candy that like
fuck
if you
that
really tried
shit.
to eat, you'd break your teeth. Runts are terrible.
Runts. Fucking, don't give me that shit. Don't give me no fake. No,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. This is like the vending machine
Yeah,
candy.
this just sucks. You know what sucks
Fucking
too
hate
is
those.
don't give me no fruity gummy shit or fucking Swedish fish. Swedish fish are the dumbest, boring. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, fuck Swedish fish.
I've never tried one, but I imagine it's as shitty as candy corn.
Candy corn's disgusting, but my kids love it.
Yeah, candy corn is a specific taste, but no, Swedish fish is like
Boring.
It's like shitty gummy bears.
Yeah.
Is what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's like
lesser gummy bears.
lesser gummy. Now, high
gummy
value candy, in my opinion, this year is definitely fuck your Swedish fish. Put it in your asshole. Don't even give it to me. Flush them right down the toilet.
It's like, why would they, like, why is this even a can? Like, this is so not candy themed.
I know.
Hey, here's a fish and it's Swedish. You're going to love it. Like, what's the appeal to kids over here?
I don't know. And what about that is Swedish? It's like
Very good question,
is
Christina.
that made in Sweden? Are these Swedish treats?
Wait a minute. Those assorted Swedish fish, they're kind of looking a little better.
This?
Kind of like
That
the
looks better,
multicolored ones. Maybe I don't know. That also it could be fake.
Oh, but gummy sucks, though.
Gummies are
Gummies
the worst.
suck?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I'm not on. All right,
Now you're off.
No, yeah, we're on different teams now.
Oh, okay.
I do like. I really like Sour Patch Kids. Like you give me a pack. Like those were hot this year. We got a lot of those.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Dude, like 2 houses gave out full size candy bars. I was like, good for you.
Did you give out full sized Sour Patch?
No, I didn't know you could.
Yeah, I mean that would be crazy because that'd be a lot.
That's so many.
That'd be a lot of Sour Patch. Especially if you did the watermelon ones.
Pissing parents off. Oh my God. And like Cliff Bars too. Don't give out Cliff Bars.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
People are giving Cliff Bars as
To
Halloween
kids.
candy?
As Halloween.
Is that even healthy?
Isn't that like a thing for hikers? It's like,
That's
isn't it like just a
disgusting.
calorically dense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like do they need? Is there protein in it? No, it can't be protein.
It's like a healthier. I think in their minds they're being healthier for the kid, but it's like
Fuck that.
It's not supposed to be healthy. It's the one day a year where they don't care. It's not healthy.
Yeah, why don't you give them a big bag of fucking kale while you're at it?
Yeah. Kale or treat. Yeah. Shitheads. Hold on, I got to take a piss. This amphetamine is making me pee a lot. I love my Overland slippers. I got the purple ones and it feels like I'm walking on a cloud. They're just amazing. And I like the bottoms of them too because they're nice and hard. So, I go outside even with them. I just love them. Overland, it's a family-owned American heritage brand that's put comfort and quality first for nearly 50 years. Overland offers outerwear, accessories, and home decor made from sustainable natural fibers like sheepskin, leather, and wool. Their products feel amazingly soft and they last a long, long time. If you want a pair of well-made, comfier than you could imagine slippers, these are the ones to get. So, don't wait another day to slip into something way more comfortable. Get the best high-quality sheepskin slippers on the market at overland.com/WMMA. You'll get free shipping and free returns, and I recommend you go today because these slippers are so beloved that they've been known to sell out. That's overland.com/WMMA. Overland.com/WMMA. Finding the motivation to work out and eat healthy has always been a struggle for me. That all changed once I found myfitnesspal, and I know I also thought it was just for counting calories, but myfitnesspal actually teaches me about my nutrition and fitness habits and helps me create the new ones that stick. What's more motivating than that? MyFitnessPal isn't a rigid diet plan. Instead, you gradually learn from personalized data about what works for you. It's so great. You make so many positive changes. You find out what you're doing and they analyze the data and it helps you have like these aha moments where you're like, oh, I didn't even realize I was eating too many carbs or something like that. MyFitnessPal does way more than just count calories. Get the support you need to meet your health goals. Unlock all the amazing things MyFitnessPal can do, like I did. Start your premium membership today. Go to wmma.myfitnesspal.com and use code WMMA to get a 1-month premium membership for free. That's wmma.myfitnesspal.com. Code WMMA for a free 1-month premium membership. wmma.myfitnesspal.com. So that's it. That's my Halloween gym. I just took a piss. Feels so much better. I can't focus when I got a bladder full of piss, you know?
Yeah, how was that amphetamine piss? Did it come out harder, faster, stronger?
I do push, yeah. I get really excited. And I'm like, oh, get out of here. Okay, that's fine. It'll be over soon. What else was I going to tell you about? Let's get into some business. We have voicemail follow-ups. Is that correct?
Hell yeah, we do.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, we got, here's a very fun follow-up.
Okay.
Hey, Hitler, I heard you and the Buns talking about your dental issues, and $1,400 for a night guard?
No.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
But
Get your life.
I went to the dentist, and this is in sunny San Diego, and the mouth guard there was going to be $300, which I thought was astronomical. All you got to do, and this is exactly what my hygienist told me afterwards, she said, you don't really need to get it from us. Just go to Walmart, pick up one of the ones that you boil, and it works just as well, if not better, because it's not going to have the possibility to break like the specially formulated ones are. Bye, Mommy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, here's the deal, man. Is I think I understand. I'm a little nervous to do the Walmart mouth guard only because I have veneers in the front, which is the only reason. You know, I'm just got to protect the veneers, but I'm just going to switch dentists. I mean, this person is a fucking con artist, apparently. Out of your mind.
So these are some boilers?
Yeah, you can they mold to your mouth. See those dental guards? Yeah, I think I've tried those at one point in my life for some reason. Or Tommy and I did. Oh, for his snore guards, yeah. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Okay, next follow-up.
Hi, Christine
Hi.
and Booth Boys.
Hi.
I was just listening to episode 120, so dumb, and I had to pause it when you started talking about ice trays and how to get ice out. Nadav, I love you, but I think you're fully tacked. Are you telling me that you turn it over onto your arm, and so some of the ice falls out, but then your arm is all over the ice that doesn't? Oh, okay. I grew up my entire life with those ice trays. We never had a nice enough fridge to have like an ice maker. So you take it. We had plastic ones. You crack it, and then always like when you fill it up under the sink, there's always some that have like the water is overflowing a little bit. So if you can just get your nail under it a little bit, the ones that have cracked, you look and see which ones are wiggling, and then you can just pull it up with your nail, and you can take them one at a time. So I just need a second when I heard that, but love you all. Let him come out his May.
Get your entire life. That is, who's got the time for that? Get your nails underneath a cube.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know if you see Nadav's nails, but thare not getting under ice cubes.
No, he doesn't have nails. Boys don't have nails.
Different nails than you.
Boys don't have nails. But she's right. You can like you crack it and then you can see which one is lifting, and then yeah.
What if none of them are lifting? Then what?
They will if you crack. You gotta crack them.
Yeah, you don't have those lame. Don't the silicone ones do better too? Don't they make it easier to get out?
I mean, look, man, it's my method isn't broken. I'm not trying to fix shit that doesn't need fixing.
I don't even use ice.
Jeez. I hate ice.
Yeah, I don't even use ice.
I hate ice.
Fuck
ice.
Fuck ice. I don't like a cold beverage. I really don't. I like room temperature everything. My food, I hate hot food. I hate cold food.
You like,
I hate hot and
but
cold.
You also like to sweat when you sleep. I feel like you and temperature is a weird relationship.
I know. It's hot in here.
Is that good? Is that
it's
bad?
Amphetamine. It's the Sudafed talking, you guys. Yeah. All right. Next one. Let's hear.
Hey, Mommy. I was just watching the podcast about how horrific it can be for a girl going through puberty and all of that. So I've always been very scientific with my kids about the reproductive system.
Yeah.
And my 8-year-old daughter, bless her heart, she came up to me the other day so concerned. And she said, so Mom, I know that you get your period. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, and, you know, do you have to peel off all the skin down there every month? And I was like, off of my vagina? And she goes, yeah, because I had explained to her why we have a period is to have the lining of the uterus, you know, come out and refresh. Well, she thought that every month you had to physically peel the skin of your vagina off. So,
Oof.
you know, being scientific is cool, but it backfired there. So you would like to know. Hopefully she'll talk about it in therapy one day.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Yeah, kids hear something different. They're very literal. You got to be careful. Like, hopefully they ask you those follow-up questions so you can clarify. Like, God, I'm so glad I don't have to explain a period to a girl. That's so traumatic. Ugh. I got my period and I hid it. I remember I got it. I was 12 and my friend was spending the night and she got hers too the same night. We both woke up. Yeah.
You can period sync?
Oh, it's all the time. Yeah.
Even on your first one?
Yeah.
I know.
It was both of your first ones?
Yeah.
Wild.
And she's my best friend and we both woke up and she's like, I got my period. And she started to cry and I was like, and I got mine and I was like, oh shit. And like our reactions were totally different. You know, she was like, oh my God. And then I remember she had a better relationship with her parents, you know? And so she goes, I'm going to call my dad and have him pick me up. And I was like, all right, cool. And so she calls her dad and her dad shows up and he's like, come here, sweetie. And he gives her a big hug and she's like, Daddy. And she starts crying. And I look at my dad. I'm like, I ain't telling you shit, bro. I was like, sucks for her, you know? Like I never told my, so then I went to my mom that was, cause it happened on a Sunday. And that Sunday night I would go back to my mom to go be with her for the week. You know, I was with my dad on the weekends. So I made the mistake of telling my mom that I got my period. I'll never forget. This is so horrible. And she goes, you did? Show me. I was like, no, bitch, show yourself your fucking period. And I remember being like I knew in that moment, I mean, I'd always suspected she was out of her mind, but then that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, I can't tell you anything or trust you with anything. You're out of your mind. And yeah, that was that's when I grew up. I think that moment.
So where'd you take it to? Or were periods just like something you just figured out on your own and never told anyone about?
No, so my mother was very clinical, like that woman was, where my mom believed in, like, my parents are European, so there's no shame about stuff. It was just like, yeah, you're gonna get your period. So she told me about it when I was like in 3rd grade, and then she bought me a book about puberty. So I like read that cover to cover, like, what is gonna happen? What? Like, you know, and it was a book that only had drawings of stuff, and you're like I just studied every page. I was like, oh my God, dude. And then so when it came, like, other girls in your class will get it before you, so you kind of be like, oh, you know, Stacy got her period. And then you just kind of like the waiting game. You wait to get yours and you hope it's not at school, and you pray that you don't bleed through your clothes and have to, like, you know, so you start carrying pads around with you around that age because you're like, it's going to happen any minute. And it's horrible. It's really, I didn't enjoy it. It was pretty traumatic. Yeah. But I know some families handle it better than mine. The Kreischers were fantastic. They had period parties.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. And I think I would do that if I had girls. I would celebrate it and be like, hey, congrats, welcome to the club. You know, you're in it. Yeah. So what about you guys in like J and your D's and stuff? Because did someone tell you about J and your D, or you just start J? Because I know that stuff starts coming out and you're like, is that terrifying, or did you know stuff was going to come out?
I remember, I mean, I was a late bloomer, even with J and my D. Like, I don't think I...
18?
Well, no, I don't think I started till 9th or 10th grade J and my D.
Same.
And then,
What?
but let me tell you, the wet dreams that I had were like on command.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to release that pressure somewhere.
I'd go to sleep and I'd be like, ooh, let's have a wet dream tonight. And I would just think of tits going to sleep. And then like in the middle of the night, I'd wake up to just like, ugh!
Mess. And did you hide it from your mom? Because she probably did your sheets, right?
I don't think I said anything. I just
let him.
I just took my underwear off and threw them on the floor and put new underwear on. I'm like, all right, and we're good. Let's finish this sleep.
Oh, it smelled like
on the
crust.
on the carpet floor.
Your room smelled like crust.
And then your mom had to clean up your boxers and your sheets.
She didn't say anything. She's a saint. She just kind of, fixed it. But that's.
I'm not looking forward to that when my boys start jing their D's.
Oh yeah, are you gonna shame them? You're like,
no,
Alice, what is this?
Well, we already have a rule. Like, you can touch your penis, but you have to do it in your room. You can't touch your penis out in the living room because little boys just touch their penises from like the minute they come out of you. So you just tell them you can touch your penis in your room, just not out in front of everybody. Wait, but why did you not know you could J or D? Why were you waiting for your dreams?
I think it was something that I attempted. I think I had just convinced, because this was like around, when I started Jing stuff, it's the internet had like kind of just started. So it was like, I'm just looking at pictures. I'm like, well, I think I'm supposed to look at this and then touch my dick. And then, I touched it for 3 seconds. I'm like, nothing's happening. What's going on? And I'd be like...
We went through the same shit.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know how to do this right. And then I just try all this shit by myself. I'm like, nothing's coming out the way it's supposed to.
So, but you've seen the video, so you know that, stuff's supposed to come out. You kind of...
No, they don't teach you how to jerk off in sex ed.
No, yeah. I never saw videos. I didn't know what was supposed to happen. I just remember the movements that kids would do at school where they do, jerking off, whatever. And I'm like, so I would try that, and I'm like... I guess this feels good, but I don't.
Right, you do it for the duration that they did the hand movement. So when someone's just like, oh, yeah, fuck off, and you're like, oh, okay, so 4 pumps should do it? And you're like, oh, that's not doing anything.
And then 2 hours later, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So then your parents didn't have a talk?
Hell no.
Oh.
No, they're not like, oh, Nadav, you're not jerking off right. Here, let me show you.
Well, no, it could be something as simple as... hey, you're probably noticing that you're getting erections or whatever. It's normal if you touch yourself, and don't be afraid if stuff comes out. I don't think it has to be.
Never had a talk with my parents.
Your
about
dad
any of that
never
stuff.
Gave you a heads up, you're going to get boners and.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Mine wasn't around.
Well, yours, yeah.
I think my mom tried to give me heads up about things, but she didn't know what the fuck was going on down there, so she wasn't ready. Yeah.
Gosh.
But when we did, when I did learn how to jerk off, let me tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was just like, hey, oh, cool. Survivor just started. Cool. I'm gonna go to my room for the intro theme song because I like to listen to it by myself. And then
okay. I don't want to hear about this part of your development, but.
Sorry, Christina. I'll tell you this though. Just hope that they start young so that it's not like that. Because if it's like us, it's going to be 5 times a day. And
otherwise. It's going to be very clear what they're doing when they're doing it.
And that's fine. I think but that's normal. It's natural. You guys should be, your hormones are kicking in. That's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I think what's a big deal is when children feel shame about that. It shouldn't be a shameful, secret, dirty, awful thing. It just is. It's just a part of life.
But
it's dirty.
Annie, I don't know if you had this with growing up, because you grew up, you were an only child, but growing up with siblings, let me tell you, getting caught jerking off by your siblings is one of the most terrifying things in the world. Yeah.
Your sister?
I think my sister caught me once. My brother caught me once. No, yeah, it is not fun. I think my mom caught me. I think everyone in my family's caught me.
Do you not have locks on your bathroom doors? What did you... You just would... Where were you doing
I would do it in my bedroom, and no, at a certain... up until a certain age, I wasn't allowed a lock on my door.
Yeah. I think I might put a lock on my boys' doors when they turn 12. Be like, here you go. Doing you a fave.
That's probably a good idea.
Fuck. Yeah, that whole time of life is just the worst. I wouldn't trade. Sometimes I think to myself, I'm 45. Would I go back in time? Would I want to relive?
Ugh.
I know. And then you're
Fuck
like,
no.
I know. And then you think to yourself, there's a reason we don't live forever, because it's exhausting. It's just, it's kind of nice that everything has a season and a time and you're done with it. Because,
well, I actually, and I don't know, I mean,
gosh.
I guess I can't speak for you, but tell me if I'm right.
Yeah.
Halloween night, I feel like I was always told that I was going to want kids eventually. That was going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I never understood why you would even want a kid, never mind why I would want a kid. Halloween night, I think I finally get why you'd want a kid.
So
and is it because of that, where like you're not done with life, but you're getting tired, and you get to make the world a better, you get to make a better world for someone.
100%. This holiday season, deck the halls, walls, doors, and windows with the best deals of the year on the award-winning Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/WMMA to get a great deal on a Ring Alarm security kit today. How much do we love Ring Alarm in this studio? We use it here, and it's just so simple. It's easier to set up. You have it on your phone. You can see exactly what's happening. Protect your whole home with Ring Alarm, a powerful, affordable home security system you can easily install to protect yourself. It's more than just security. Ring Alarm protects your home from flood, freeze, and fire too. Do you know how much more you are paying for the same thing? It literally is the same professional monitoring you get from more expensive companies. Ain't that the truth? I love this Ring Alarm. This holiday season, deck the halls, walls, doors, and windows with the best deals of the year on the award-winning Ring Alarm. Go to ring.com/WMMA to get a great deal on a Ring Alarm security kit today. That's ring.com/WMMA. It is time to seek out pleasure in every area of your life. From how you start your mornings to how you wind down at night and everything in between. You deserve to enjoy it all. Dipsy Stories wants you to find joy and confidence in and out of the bedroom. Dipsy Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories, and now they even have brand new written stories. No matter who you're into or what turns you on, Dipsy helps bring the stories to life anytime, anywhere. Close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen and pleasure is your only priority. Explore your fantasies in a safe, shame-free way. There are hundreds of stories to choose from, and they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. And they also have wellness sessions to help you wind down and explore, and sleep sessions to help you drift off. For listeners of the show, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/WMMA. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/WMMA. dipsystories.com/WMMA. People ask, someone just told me their friend's having a baby, and I go, it's interesting because, and this is why I advise people to wait as long as they can, because it's the end of your life as you knew it. Like I honestly don't even know what I would do with free time. If somebody were like, you know, like when my kids leave, I'm so anxious because I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself, because that person that had free time and woke up late and went to brunches and saw movies and went for like a walk, I don't even know who that is anymore. That's not who I am. And you replace that old life, that single person life, with a life that's exhausting at times, trying at times. Like last night, both my kids slept in my bed. I'm so tired and cranky, but then you see them and they're so joyful, and they adore their parents. Like, you don't realize how much children soak up your attention. Like it's like sunshine to them when you just pay attention to them and ask them, and how was your day? And what are you playing with? What's that? Tell me about that. Like you're feeding them, and your life just gets bigger in its scope and its purpose and its meaning, because it's no longer just about you fulfilling your needs all the time, which is what it was before I had kids. yeah, I'm going to wake up and then we're going to go for a walk and then we're going to like all that stuff just is, sometimes you get to do it, but not really anymore because you're putting it into these people to make their lives better. And it's very rewarding. It's very cool. But my life is different. I don't even know who I am. In many ways, you're just like, and also there's this interesting thing that happens of ambivalence, which I'm learning to master in therapy, where you can have two opposing feelings at the same time. So meaning you can be exhausted, you can dread being with your kids, and then simultaneously love them to death, love them like you've never loved anybody before, and then dread it, and then hate it, and then be exhausted, and then love it. And it's like this weird cycle of just fucking parenthood that nobody tells you about. But it's definitely worth it. Because I was thinking the other day, I was like, did you hear that?
God
thunder?
Damn.
Yeah, we heard that.
I wonder if the listeners can hear that thunder.
Oh, I bet.
I tell you what,
I'll tell you
Christina,
what, this weather.
this Texas
about the
thunder
weather.
is a woo-wee.
It was crazy on the way over here. But yeah, the ambivalence of it. You're not prepared for, and it's funny because sometimes it's so hard just to sit and be with them. That's the hardest part, is just to sit and be still. Because sometimes I'll catch myself playing with them and I'll be like, I just want to get away from here. And then I'm like, but what would you do? Do what? Like, oh, look at your phone? Okay. And then do what? Like, I don't know. Like, just be here. Just be here now. Like Ram Dass, be here now. And you just are constantly being here now. And then you realize how nothing fucking really matters but your kids. I'm serious. When I was on my ketamine vision, that's the epiphany I had. I was like, oh, none of this shit matters except for my kids and my husband and my life. So there you go. All right, let's do oh God, I have some. What's gender creative parenting?
I think you might have sent
Did I send
this.
that in?
I think you might have.
You know me, I love this.
When our child Zoomer was born in 2016, my partner Brent and I decided to raise them without assigning a gender. We didn't disclose their reproductive anatomy to people who didn't need to know. We used the gender-neutral pronouns they, them, their until Zoomer could tell us what pronouns fit best, and we taught Zoomer about bodies, gender, identity, and expression in an expansive and inclusive way. We wanted to hold space for the possibility that Zoomer could be intersex, transgender, or non-binary, and we were committed to protecting them from experiencing sexism in early childhood. Zoomer wore all the clothes, played with all the toys, and got to experience a childhood free of gender stereotypes. Around Zoomer's 4th birthday, he told us that he's a boy and that he loves he/him pronouns. Zoomer knows who he is and understands that gender is not binary and that his body doesn't define his destiny.
Trust me.
We call this gender creative parenting, and there's resources and an amazing community waiting for you if you want to learn more.
Zoomer barely knows where his own asshole is, so don't worry about it. Zoomer isn't thinking about gender. You are. You're preoccupied with.
But Christina, he loves he/him pronouns. He audibly said that he loves those pronouns.
He doesn't fucking care. I listen. If your kid is in the 0.0000001% of the children with gender dysphoria or whatever, good. I'm glad you made the effort, because chances are that kid, if they are in the 0.00001% of gender dysphoric children, they'll let you know. Okay? Trust me. If the kid is born a boy and wants to be a girl, that kid's gonna let you know. You don't need to create the space. From what I hear, they fucking know. I mean, look, as if it isn't hard enough being a parent. As if it's not hard enough. You have to create a gender neutral. I mean, I'm exhausted just listening to that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's one surefire way to confuse a child growing up. And that's letting them know, hey, I know the thing that you're learning in school says one thing. I need you to know this other stuff. I need you to know there's options.
I need you to know you could not be a boy. Like, what? What? Ay, Maron. What a nightmare.
I'm also really curious if the gender that they chose is the actual gender. Like, you know?
Right, meaning like
I wonder if it was born as a male and he chose male.
Looked like a girl to me.
No, it's a male.
It is?
They came out as a male.
When our child Zoomer was born in 2016, my
cute kid.
wanted to if you want to learn more.
No, he came out at 4. He's a boy. Go back. At the golfing.
No. I wasn't asking.
He loves his he, him pronouns.
I was asking.
But when it says he's a boy and that he loves he, him pronouns, it's like, how do we know that's not the creative gender parenting at play?
Meaning they were enforcing that
Like, it's
on
like,
him.
if he thinks he's a boy, then we'll just call him a boy. Like, I don't know if that confirms that he was born a boy.
Well, it's so complicated with this whole stuff because it's like, they're like, gender is fluid. But if I say that I'm a boy or a girl, I am a boy or a girl, and it's not fluid. So what is it? Is gender fluid or is it essential? You know what I mean? So
I mean, they also said at a point in there too that we didn't reveal their gender to anybody who didn't need to know. It's like, oh, who needed to know? Are there things that are important about your gender that certain people need to know?
yeah, doctors.
Yeah.
Because it would help.
Maybe teachers that take him to bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Almost like it has some value to it or something. Huh. It's weird.
Right. Growth percentile charts, development, weight. Yeah. And, also too, like, you don't really need to go out of your way to create a gender neutral. It's like you can walk them through the Barbie toy aisle at the toy store. And if they're interested, you go, great, you can buy that. I don't give a rip. You don't need to make a big stink about I don't know.
I feel like there should be
I don't know.
a rule where, like, if it's something that your grandparents would be confused by the concept of, then maybe don't teach that to your kid yet.
Right. Right. Because if like 7-year-olds are confused, imagine how this poor kid is feeling. They're like, what?
They're like, yeah, like my grandparents would be like, Natav, what do you mean you don't know, you're not a boy or again? What do you mean? So what are you? It's like, if they don't get it, chill out.
I just poor Zoomer. I mean, this poor kid.
And that's it.
Poor parents.
Is the kid's name Zoomer, or that's like the non-gender they are before they pick a gender?
That's the kid's name, Zoomer. They gave it a dog's name. Can you imagine? Oh my God, I hate my parents too, Zoomer.
Oh man, what if?
Isn't this? But don't you feel that this is overbearing as a child too? Like this.
Oh yeah.
I'm imagining what they put them through tests. Like they every weekend they give them like an Army Ranger and a fucking Barbie. And they're like, which one do you want? You walk towards the one you want. It's like, I just want to play, dude. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we doing tests at home?
Yeah.
Can I just play?
All this conscious parenting, it feels very oppressive. Like just chill, guys. Have a fucking Coke and a smile with the kid. Watch some cartoons. Eat some candy, dude. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. You're just hanging out. That's another part about parenthood. You're just really hanging out a lot. With young kids, you're just hanging out. That's what you're doing. It doesn't have to be. They're overdoing it. Wait until they have their second kid, because I see a lot of single parents. Like the one kid parents, and they overdo that shit. They're like, look at you. Come here, Carson. Good job, and Carson is like barely alive. Carson's like 5 months old, and they're taking him to the fucking pumpkin patch, and you're like, he doesn't need to be here. He doesn't know where he is. He could be at home in the living room right now, and so could you. Chill out.
Right. It's like
it's for them
because they put all their parenting juice into the first kid,
and
then on the second kid they're like, oh, you don't need this much juice into the It's like how I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, so like my oldest sister I think had like 4 photo albums of her baby pictures.
Of course.
I think by the time they got to me, it whittled down to like half an album that I shared with my other sister that was 1 year older than me. Like it's just like, nah, we don't need that much.
Yeah, you just realize that you don't need to overdo. They really just want your undivided attention. From what I can tell, like they just want you to watch them and watch me, mommy, come here, play, and they just want your attention. It doesn't have to be this dramatic of like, did you choose your gender? Zoomer, did you choose it today? What are you? What are your pronouns, Zoomer?
I remember I would wake up before school and I would yell downstairs like, Mom, is it gonna be hot? Like, is it shorts or is it pants today.
Right.
And like I couldn't even figure out the weather. I'm gonna figure out my gender.
Gender.
That'd be really funny if the second kid pops out and they're like, no, that's a girl. Trust me. It's a girl. We know it's a girl.
Yeah.
Like Zoomer's so fucked up already. We're not
Zoomer's
doing
like,
that again.
Enough. Yeah, Zoomer's like, enough, guys. Come on. Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese now? Can we cut my hair finally? Get it out of the bun, for God's sakes. And the stupid bun for poor Zoomer. I mean, the kid doesn't want a bun. He just wants short hair and to keep the hair out of his face. I guarantee that. Jesus Christ. That's for the parents. All this psychotic shit. All right. You guys, we're probably going to debut this on YMH, but you know, I love these Chris Larson posts. Hold on, before you play this, I was in the worst mood this morning. I woke up, I was exhausted, and I was scrolling through the Instagram, and I saw that Chris Larson posted, and it turned my whole day around. So without further ado, here it is, Chris Larson's monthly post. This is for the month of November. Here you go.
Hey everybody, it's the monthly post here again. Just want to wish everyone a happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good day, and the weather's pretty rainy here, but you know, it's not too bad. Tomorrow hopefully it'll be better because I'm going to be driving across country soon, and that's why I got my car detailed. So I got my car detailed because you'll save some gas mileage, but also your car will look nice. So if you're thinking about driving across country, you should think about that too, because it'll make the drive a lot nicer. Shout outs to Chloe from Idaho and Dustin's dog Carver. Hope you're both having a great day. Hope tomorrow's gonna be a good day for you guys too. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody! It's coming up. I hope your Thanksgiving's good. Bye.
Wow. Great work, Chris Larson. Thank you. I love his apathy. I love his just not wanting to be there vibe.
It's the best.
It's the best. There's nothing better.
And you know what always makes me chuckle that I always forget whenever he does a post?
What?
That this number is 0. He is following 0 people, and he is literally just doing this because we're making him. We're making him do it, and that's the only reason.
It's part of his job description. He will get fired if he doesn't do
we dock his pay any time that it's shorter than a minute.
You know what I love is that he looks exactly the same every month. Look, no variation. How do you do that? Like, his hair is a little shorter on the first post, but I mean, that's consistency.
He's the best, man.
He is.
No one makes me laugh like Chris.
What a funny guy. Just a reminder to you guys, November 18th, YMH Live comes back. We have the fantastic Joe Rogan guesting on the show, and we've got a lot of surprises. Get your tickets now. We're gonna do the live show here from Guantanamo Bay. It's gonna be great. We've got some really stupid shit planned for you guys, and I don't want to give too much away, but Chris Larson has a role, and we're stoked.
So excited
it's gonna be
for that bit.
So funny.
I can't believe he said yes to it. I really can't believe it.
Yeah, he's got to. He has to.
It just shows, Chris really is a trooper.
Yeah.
Like, you think that you can't bully him into doing stuff, and then he just surprises you and lets you do it.
He's like Eeyore. Chris Larson is Eeyore. Like, he's sweet. And he's just like, man, thanks, Christina. Hey, Eeyore, can I put this around your neck? Sure. Why not? Nothing matters. We're all gonna die. Thanks, Eeyore. Existential Eeyore. All right. Woo! I gotta do you, baby. Do it, Annie, please. It gives me so much.
We up out of here, baby.
You guys don't know this, but behind the scenes of Studio James, I often make Annie do his what's his name? Tommy John's?
Tony Johns. And yeah, you do. It's same thing. You docked my pay once and I didn't do it. I was pretty upset, so haven't not done it since.
Give me a woo.
Get up.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
It's your boy.
Your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy.
The young Italian young buck.
What'd you just get?
It's fucking funny, dude. All right, let me do what would Christina P do? This one, I'm going through something similar right now. Did you have to deal with a sleep regression / separation anxiety with your boys at 2 years old? If so, how did you deal? My little man was fine sleeping on his own, but a few weeks ago decided he could not fall asleep without one of us in his room. When my husband takes his shift, the kid goes to sleep pretty fast. When I take the shift, he thinks it's playtime, and it turns into an hour-long process with screaming and crying if I try to leave when he isn't listening. I am fucking exhausted. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, Mommy. New to the mom game. Yes. And in fact, I'm dealing with kind of the similar issue right now. So what happens, you sleep train the kids, and then inevitably they go through phases and stages where they want to sleep with you. Totally normal. Right now, because the kiddos are sick, I let them sleep with me. And then comes the challenge of putting them back into their own bed. So tonight, Juju's going to have to sleep in his own bed. So perfect timing on this. So what you do is you tell them early in the day. So this morning I woke up, actually last night, I go, yeah, you can sleep with mom tonight, but tomorrow you're going to be in your own bed. Deal? And he goes, okay, yeah. But then, of course, hold on, I got to write something down for the next episode before I forget. But then, of course, this morning I'm like, you're going to sleep in your own bed tonight. And he's like, no. So it's starting. But the secret to little children and changing their routines is warning early, reminders throughout the day, so that when the time comes, they're not surprised. Because what I've found is that, God, there's that great book I mentioned, the book you wish your parents would have read. I think that's the title of it. The book you wish your parents would have read. Oh God, my tits are fucking. There it is. The book you wish your parents had read. It's a lovely book. And what I learned from this book is that children don't transition as quickly as adults do from activity to activity, from change to change. So warning is great. That's why you give like the 5-minute warning on changing an activity, changing location. Okay, guys, 2-minute warning, 1 minute, we're out of here, bros. And when they freak out, don't ignore the freak out. Go address them. I know, I see that you're freaked out. What's going on? But I wanted to play in the thing for another minute. Okay, I'll tell you what, 1 more minute, and then we bounce. Deal? Great. And that usually shuts them up. So same thing with bedtime. Guys, this is it. Tonight's the night. We're sleeping in our own room. Yay! Well, why don't we set it up really cool? You guys have a nightlight? Yeah, great. You're going to set up a nightlight. The sound machine, whatever it is they love, make something special. Maybe it's a new pillow or something they love sleeping with, so they feel very, very, very secure. And then, so you do a routine. I rock them a little bit. We read stories in the chair. All right, guys, this is it. Mommy's going to leave in 5 minutes. And then you're going to stick to it. Okay? You're going to stick to it. Hugs, kisses. Yes, more hugs, more kisses. I want another hug. Okay. All right, guys, this is it. Seriously, bye-bye now. I go. And then they're going to freak. So what I do, I like to threaten with taking away privilege. 2-year-olds will understand. There's something your 2-year-old loves. You threaten to take that bitch away, you'll see the behavior change lickety split, my man. So right now it's candy, high commodity treat in our house. So tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, do you want your candy? Yeah, then you got to stay in bed. Otherwise, mommy takes all the candy and gives it away to the tooth fairy. Oh shit. And then what I do is I watch them on the monitor. So I got a camera set up on them. And if I see them even start to inch out of the bed, I talk into the monitor. Oh, I guess you don't want your candy tomorrow. Get back into bed. No. And they freak out. They get back into bed. That's my method. It works for me because you also have to follow through on your threats. So you gotta follow through. You take that shit away. You do what you say you're going to do. And then that will work for you. But if you don't follow through on your threats, then they'll continue the behaviors you don't want. So follow fucking through.
They sure will.
They sure will. Otherwise, you hire Annie to be your hall monitor. And I thought about you tonight because I would love for you to come over and just be like, get back into bed, son. No.
Just wait outside, just like, sup?
What's up? Where you going?
What you doing out here, man?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? You don't want to be out here at night, homie. This is my house. You don't want to be out here. You just got to be back in that bed.
The hall monitor, and that is another approach too. I learned from my beloved Nakia. A hall monitor can sit out there. Usually it's dad. See, here's the deal, man. The reason dad gets shit done is because they know that daddy doesn't love them as much as you do. They know mom is the source of all the love, all the sweetness, all the joy, all the care, all the attention. Dad is shorter with them. So that's why dad gets business done. So you may want to have your husband do these for a few nights in a row until the kids are in the habit with him, or have him be hall monitor. You say goodnight. He sits in the hall and waits for them to pop up, and it'll take an hour, but then you've broken them of the atrocious habit. Also, start early. Don't wait until they're exhausted to do this horse shit. Okay, so for instance, my kids actually fall asleep around 8:30. But guess what? Mom starts bedtime at like 7. I'm like, go in your rooms, go fucking play. Because then they'll fall asleep by 8:30. If they can play around and screw around, it takes that long. It just takes that long. And then don't beat yourself up. It's normal for them to regress. They do great. They don't do great. They end up in your bed. Big deal. They're not going to sleep in your bed forever, thankfully. But it is cute when they do, and it's special, and and I dread the day that they're not going to want to sleep with me. That's going to be so fucking sad. I don't like that. All right. You know what? I like this episode. Let's make this into a 2-part series. I feel like we're in a vibe. We're in a mood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Okay, we'll make this into a part. I'm just going to, freshen up, and we'll be back next week.
Sudafed Chronicles Part 2 coming at you.
So until next episode, stay cool, moms. I'll see you on the next episode. Okay. I love you. Bye.
Where my mom's at. Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at. Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at.